We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
Space Coconut.
Okay, so Killer teaser season has started officially. So last night, I saw the tweet that Dead by Daylight, Dead by Behavior, posted with the GIF about with the two swords from the Spirits teaser. And I was busy. I was doing family birthday stuff, so I didn't really have any time to look at it. And when I did, I didn't think anything of it, honestly. A few hours later, people were, they tweeted again, something's missing, and then with the magnifying glass. So, of course, everyone who caught that went into a match to see inside the Yamaoka residence to see if that was the clue. And that was exactly the case. Inside the Yamaoka residence, the katana is missing from its stand. Now, a lot of people instantly thought that her dad was coming to Dead by Daylight. And I'm just going to squash that right now. I'm going to say, I could be wrong, but I think that 100% her dad is not coming to Dead by Daylight. I also don't think this has anything to do with a rework, a nerf, or anything, a new map. I don't think this has anything to do with the Shattered Bloodline whatsoever. That is my official stance on it. Maybe I'm wrong. We'll find out. The reason I think this is because it's way too obvious. When the teaser itself shows a man holding the sword and he's attacking people, and everyone immediately thought we were getting a samurai or something, an Oni, a guy wearing the mask. The problem is that the Dead by Daylight devs like to misdirect us. So, as obvious as it is, take what's obvious and throw it out the window. First rule. So, what does this actually mean then? So, I want to kind of talk about this. When Rin was murdered, when she died, the entity made a deal with her so she could get revenge for what was done to her. She was then brought to the fog, and the entity recreated her home in that moment of her death, which includes the two swords that were on the stand. We know that because they were there in the match, when she was released. Those swords exist in the fog. Now, for whatever reason, the survivors were unable to grab or use one of those swords. I'd always thought that it was weird, but I mean, you're not going to give survivors a weapon to fight back. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense in this game. But a previous theory video that I posted, I'm going to go ahead and link in the description, is talking about the Alchemist and how he, in order to get another flower, would do anything, including ripping survivors and killers apart. Now, he doesn't actually get pulled into trials. For some reason, he's able to avoid them. But he says in the archives that he'd be willing to go back into the trials to get a flower. That's his deal, right? That he would do anything. So I have this feeling that he's actually the one who took the sword. Maybe the entity gave it to him. Maybe the entity led him there. We know that this guy is strong enough to capture and restrain killers in order to experiment on them. He's strong enough to do that. There's no reason why he wouldn't be the perfect, killer for this instance. So maybe it was given to him, maybe he took it, but I think the Alchemist, who I think is Vigo, did actually take the sword in order to participate in the trials as the killer, in order to earn or gain those flowers, in order to have that feeling again. Now, in that other video, we talked about how he had two modes, crazy and normal. And in the video that we see, he injects himself with the serum and he, I would say goes nuts, right? So what if the deal, in order to have that feeling again, is that he participates as a killer in the trials, and his power is to power up by using the serum that gives him his fix. He does that and he earns it by slaughtering survivors. He didn't have a weapon, so the entity gave him, or he took, the katana from the Yamaoka residence. So I'm not the only one who has that theory. There have been a few people who mentioned it, but that was my immediate thought right away. I had no doubt in my mind that it was not the father. So, I don't know. That is my take on it. We're still, very early in the season. We're probably going to get a trailer. We might get another teaser, like an official video teaser, any number of things. But I do think it's important to note that one of the sound effects or one of the ambient noises was labeled as a tomb. And so I think the new map that we're getting is going to be kind of a cave-like thing, maybe another, I'm using finger quotes, another indoor map, but it's probably going to be something like a catacomb or some kind of building with bodies and caskets and coffins and things. That's kind of the feeling that I get, but that's just my imagination going with the word tome. That's all that is. It's complete guesswork. So yeah, I 100% believe everything with the Shattered Bloodline is a red herring. It's just meant to distract you. So because it's way too obvious, and if you fall for it, you haven't been playing this game at the next killer game for very long. So it's not the father, and somebody who is in the fog already took the katana, has lost all hope, and has become the next killer for Dead by Daylight. Which is pretty cool because it'd be the first time that this has actually happened. We have a former survivor who has finally lost all hope and given up everything in exchange for power, which I think is very, very cool. So let me know what you guys think about that theory. Watch that other Alchemist video. Let me know what you think about that, because I think we're still on track with this theory. Obviously, the birthday Q&A is postponed until tomorrow because this needed to get out. I'm going to play a few more matches tonight because I'm taking a week-long vacation to my wife's place because we are going to spend Thanksgiving with her family, which is going to be a little sad for me because I've spent the last 13 years having Thanksgiving with my family. So it's probably the same thing for her. She's given up some Christmases to come to my place, so it's only fair that I, make an effort and go have Thanksgiving with hers. So I'm going to be gone for about a week. So for 7 days, starting on the 23rd, I think, the 22nd, 23rd, through Thanksgiving, I think back on the 27th, I think, or 28th. I'll have to double check, but you're just going to get regular gameplay. I'm not going to be able to do much. If there is any news for in regards to the next killer, you're not going to get any gameplay, but we're definitely going to drop a video. It'll just be me basically doing a vlog. Remember those hospital videos? It's going to be like that. So if anything happens, I'm still making a video, but for the most part, the regularly scheduled videos are just going to be gameplay. So, in this video, let me know what you think about my theory, and second, request some killers. Let me know which killers you'd like to see for those gameplay videos, and I'll go ahead and do that. Otherwise, we may just do straight Hag, because I haven't been playing her a whole lot recently. So we might do a lot of Hag. Anyway, that's the news for today. I'm excited. I'm interested. I'm always excited for the new killer. I know it's going to be disappointing, but the design and the power and the on-paper ideas are usually pretty good. So I can still be excited about that, and I'll just be disappointed later when everybody figures out how it actually plays. So, in the meantime, I'll see you in the fog.